Welcome to How to Calibrate Your Key. We are doing a custom marker mission in Mysterium this year in Uru Live. So if you would like to participate, there's something you're going to need to know how to do first. And I'm doing this video specifically with the expectation that there's probably going to be some folks who are interested in participating and they hear about it and they're like, "Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I really want to do that." But Mysterium is tomorrow. So that's where we're at. So if you have the Myst 25 year anniversary bundle from Steam or GOG, it came with a game called Uru Complete Chronicles. This client is completely different. Uru Complete Chronicles is specifically for single player. It's been kind of redesigned for single player mode only. Myst Online Uru Live is a multiplayer version, and that's the version that we're going to need. Fortunately, the game itself is free. If you don't have Myst Online, cool, go to mystonline.com and go get it. Once you have that installed, you're going to need to make an account. Once that's done, you're going to be presented with this screen here. So what we're going to do is create the Explorer. We need a name. Key calibration. You can choose your gender. Don't worry about the invitation code. Explore Uru. And the first thing we're going to do is create the look. Oh, adjust the brightness, because you know cyan. Alright, so you have shirts. There's different... No worries, hi Callum! You have different shirts, you have different pants, there's gloves. We'll kind of customize our look a little bit here. I want to wear a green shirt today. Actually, I'm wearing an actual purple shirt today, so let's rock purple. Kind of play with the colors a little bit. Find one that works. Oh, good, thank you, I will. And then if you use the arrow keys, you can kind of have your guy turn around. There's a lovely little dagger back there. So kind of play around with the different shirt designs, find one you like. There's different facial options, limited facial options. I will clarify that one. I have green eyes and my glasses are usually in the kind of dark purple range. There we go. My skin color, I am as pasty as they come, but that looks unnatural. Let's just kind of, yeah, that works. You can kind of play with some of the face textures in here. The game itself is a little older of an engine, but you know, make it you. We're gonna go back to there, choose a hairdo. Let's see. That one almost works. They don't really have a good medium length lion's mane, but that one's pretty darn close actually. A little bit darker, a little bit of red. Yeah, okay. Pants. What do we got? I'm good with jeans. Feet. Yeah, it does. It's okay. Ooh. Boots, sneakers. What if we, ooh. Yeah, I like that. All right, explore Uru. Ta-da! It's gonna save your character, hopefully not crash. Here we go. So this is going to be a little spoilery. This is not a playthrough of like, we're going to get all the way through the game. That's not what we're doing today. This is just how to calibrate your key and how to get started. The
storm has come.
Yes.
The rain has passed.
Blah, blah, blah. Welcome to Uru. Hooray. Yeah, okay, great. Oh, yeah. Okay, now for some reasons, for reasons I do not understand, it has you start on Realto. Now, compared to Uru Complete Chronicles, it has you start in the cleft, which makes way more sense from a story perspective. But for some reason, it has you start in your Realto. Now, this is essentially, it looks a lot like Myst, I know. It even has you start on where the dock would be. There's a little plateau, the little mountain, the library, some almost forest. It almost looks like Myst, but it's customizable, which is really fun. So we're going to actually start here. Now this is normally where it would have you start. Alright, and then there's a book down there that links you to the cleft. Now, in the story of Uru itself, it's essentially kind of breaking the fourth wall a little bit, where it's having you, me, your neighbor, whatever, go to Arizona, Nevada, I don't know, some desert place in the southwest United States. This is supposedly on Earth. So hence the barbed wire and earthly looking things. Spoiler, what we're looking for are these journey cloths here. And we need to do this part in here to unlock other stuff, which will make getting your key calibrated a little bit easier. But anyway, in Incomplete Chronicles, this is where it has you start, which makes way more sense than having you start on Relto. So we're actually going to go this way, because it's stuff we need to see. But this is essentially where, if you've read the Book of Atris, this is Atris's home, like, childhood home. This is where he grew up, before he made the descent into Denis. So we'll find out more about that later. But right now, we're just trying to run over here. And by running, I'm using the mouse completely. So one mouse button is walking, two mouse buttons is running. And one little tidbit that's really fun, that I really like how they did this, is if you've played Riven, and at the beginning of Riven, Atris says something along the lines of, I might get you back to the place that you came from. And at the end of Riven, sorry, spoilers, you fall into the fissure. You land here, because this is a work skeleton for the journey cloth. There's 7 of these, I think. Yeah, this right here, this is a work skeleton. So somehow a work fell into the fissure and plop, landed here. Yeah, I do understand. I do get that. It gets folks to the socializing faster. This is the telescope. That's where the bird. I was looking for that page earlier. Okay. This is the telescope from Riven. So this is where it landed. Now you're gonna find these little pages right here. This is a Relto page. What it does, this is the part that's backwards. You have a Relto book that links to where we started, that little floating island. These are little decorative pages that you find along the way. So we click on it, and it makes a little sound, your book blinks, and then if you click on this here, this is our Relto book, we can link, but we can switch to these other pages. Now this is a decorative thing that has been added to our Relto. So this is a way of kind of customizing your Relto, and if you find a page you don't like, come back here and just click that to deactivate it, essentially. And it's a way of kind of customizing your Relto to be a little bit yours. I know with my main game there's definitely pages that I was like, I don't like how that looks, and I turned it off. Yeah, the birds, I found that a couple of days ago when I was doing a quick, essentially a test run of what I'm doing today. And I found that page and I was like, oh, and then earlier today I was looking for it. I was like, where did I find that bird page? This right here, this is the cleft. This is Atris's childhood home right here. So we're gonna go down here in just a second. We need to come over here and talk to Zandy. One of my personal favorites. I really, really like this one. This is Zandy. So normally you would come talk to him first.
Hey, welcome. So, I'm Zandy. I probably know more about why you're here than you do. Don't worry about it. You felt drawn here, just like the others. Now, I'm not really here to give you answers, just to give you help and get you started. She's left a message for you in the cleft. Listen to it well. Follow her. Find the journeys.
The cloths.
And then enter the tree. Oh, and check with me if you need help.
Okay. So he's there if you're stuck and you need clues. When you're playing through this normally, you can feel free to talk to him and he'll kind of give you a hint as to where it's like, oh, you're missing a journey, try looking over in this particular area. Okay, the only time I don't use the mouse is when I'm climbing ladders. This time I will use the up and down arrow keys. Because the mouse will bug a lot in that time. Alrighty. This part's gonna be a little slow. I'm sorry. There's not a way to get around this, but we need to do this part so that we can unlock the essentially what's called the Pillar Ages, which will unlock other stuff. And that way, when we have our key and we're ready to go, it's gonna be just a quick boom, 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 and we can get all that stuff done. So there's a lot of things in here that's like, oh, what's that do? I'm not clicking on every little thing right now. This is kind of a speed run. Oh, I was wondering about that. I was like, Zandy's music used to be different. Alright, we gotta pull the lever. What does this lever do? Let's see. Come on. Why is this not... dude is stuck. That's awesome. Remember what I said about old and clanky? Can I turn now? How about now? There we go. Oh, why did I even go up there? I needed this ladder. This is the least fun part. Yeah, it is. They're like, let's take away most of the bridges. We gotta turn on the power because... Alright, I love the music in here. To go the other way, but I mean, from the design of those to the windmill itself, it looks like it should be able to go either way. Yeah. But I don't know much about that. I don't know about how it's going to behave. Fun fact about me personally, this is a lot like where, not the cleft, but the desert, you know, the occasional tree and lots of sandbrush, lots of sagebrush. It looks a lot like where I grew up. Not a nice part of town. Or... Why am I climbing down there? I don't need to do that. I could have just jumped off. This part is clunky. Almost there. Now we can open and close these doors. Oh, I wonder if that's how they make flour. That's like a built-in flour mill right there. I never noticed that. Oh, how fun! Oh, come on. Why is my mouse not working? Yeah, the sideways is not actually functioning very well. Hopefully when we get out of ladder area, it will actually behave. I think I'm moving too fast for it to... Oh, come on. Why is that not working? Fine, I will use the arrows in the spaceport. Space bar. Come on. Can I look around yet? No. Yeah, the side to side isn't working. That's really annoying. Okay, sorry, this part's going a little bit slower. I'm having some technical issues. Actually, no. I need to leave that one. I don't like this. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, come on. Yes. Okay, so we need these little symbols here. Spiral doohickey on the top, just there. Turtle on the bottom. Okay, so we need the big frowny face on this side here. There we go.
Shut up.
Hi, Isha. This is Atris's daughter.
Oh yes, not underneath. They won't understand. Once again, the stream in the cleft has begun to flow. It was dry for so long. The water is flowing in from the desert. The storm is coming. Have you heard of the city? The deep city, the ancient Uru?
Move aside.
Where there was power to right worlds. For thousands of years, the city lived beneath the surface. Keeper of the secret. Keeper of the power. Keeper of the ages. Always keeping. The city grew proud, and then it died. The water flows where it wills. It seeks its own path uncontrolled, except that it flows downward, always downward.
It just kind of disappeared.
The city of ages, of other worlds died. But now it breathes again, it awaits. Some will seek that destination, but you should seek the journey.
Seek the journey.
It's as a fine tapestry, complex beyond comprehension, but now torn. We will show you remnants, pieces of the tapestry, pieces of the journey. Find these remnants, these journeys. 7 in each age. 7 here in the desert. Consider it a quest.
Sorry, Isha. Not that I don't enjoy your speeches, but not why we're here today. Alright, there's the seventh goal.
The water flows down.
Yeah.
Once again. It reaches.
Now, normally, you would open the tree, you would come down here, and this is where you would get your relative book. She's still talking up there. That's kind of funny. Can I move side to side yet? No. Better fix it. Okay. glowy things. Now it's a page, and now we're going to put the page in the book, attach it to my hip, and link to Relto. There we go. Much better. Okay, so now that that's done, this unlocks the Pillar Ages, which are these guys right here. We are going to need to go in there eventually, but not yet. We are going to come to the library. Oh yeah, now we have the birds flying around from the page that we found. There's the birds, and the other page we found opened this little doohickey, which are collectible fun things you'll see as you run around. Okay, so in here, the only book we have is For an Age Called Bevan, which is part of Denis. This is where we're going to start. Now technically this part's already multiplayer, so if there are other players, you might see them running around here. We need to start by finding the classroom, which is this way. The DRC is the Denis Restoration Committee. That's not actual real world people. That's wait. We just have to go. This is a committee that was rebuilding Denis Ages. So you'll see things like orange cones that are protecting a crack in the floors. Alright, go to my least favorite age of them all. Everybody loves Garrison. Okay. Please retrieve your key. So I'm just gonna kind of follow the arrows. Go this way. Ta-da! Come to this blue thing. Touch the blue thing, put your hand down there, and block! Now we have our key. Which if we move down here, is this little darling. This allows you to connect to other people. You can send key mail, which are like little messages. You can have a friends list here. This one is for the messages. This is your buddies list. These are your settings. You can take screenshots, you can turn off sound. This is what you need for your marker missions, but we need to calibrate it. So the next step is to go to, we need to go back to it. So we need to go back to Relto. Hotkey? Oh, thank you, F2. I've been wondering how to do that. And each time you link to an H, it'll show up here in your, except for Garrison. Normally, it would show up here in your little library. Go back to Bevan. We need to go back to the room where we just linked to Garrison to get your key in the first place, which will take us to the Great Zero. Oh, that makes sense. We need to actually use the pillar Garrison book to get to the doohickey. Alright, so it's this guy over here. There's a different... Why is there a different bed? That had a much more fancy crystalline, like stained glass crystal Great Zero thing. Like the game that I just played earlier had that. I'm confused. Anyway, it looks like this. Go in here. Oh, they vary by hood. Okay. Turn around. There's the giant crystal in question. We need to put your key into this little hole down here. Ta-da! Now, green lights right over there. See that? On the corner? These guys right here. These are the first markers. And this turns on and it's going to be blinking white. So when you approach a marker in space, they look like this. You just need to click on that right there and then the first light will turn on. So, we need to find 15 green ones and then we need to come back here. We turn them in and then it'll give us 15 red ones. We do the 15 red ones, then you're ready. We need to go to the Nexus. Hello! Yes. So, once we do the 15 red ones, we turn those in, then your key will be ready for custom marker missions. So, this is a... I don't really understand the purpose of this little darling here, but... no, I'm actually not going to. A mass transit station. Okay. There we go. So we have Nexus here. This is the Great Zero. So if this is Denis, essentially. This is the Denis book. But right now we only have links to the Great Zero. So we're going to go back to Bevan. There's one more link we want to do. For this one, we generally want to have your key book. It just makes life a little bit easier. So what we need to do is essentially run around and find markers. Yep, like that. This is Path of the Shell content in here, so normally in single player mode you wouldn't even get in here till way later, but there's a marker hiding in here. And if you get to this part and there's still plenty of time and time for Mysterium, cool, go get your key, run around, find your markers. This is the calibration. When we're talking about calibrating your key for the Great Zero, this is what we're talking about here. Okay, so, to get to Denis proper, it's this little borrow stone, right there. This is a borrow stone. I don't really understand the purpose, other than this is kind of like a linking book, but not really. And this takes us to the Grand City of Denis. Now, in single player mode, for Uru Complete Chronicles, this is the first expansion, to Denis. It leads us here. This is the big arch. It's the big fancy. This is where we're going to spend most of our time looking for markers. I don't have these memorized. My knowledge and of the intricacies of this area is not spectacular. Already found 4. We have 11 more. And then as you run around Denis, you're gonna find other linking books to other ages. For regular exploring, like, in my opinion, if you would like my opinion, get your key calibrated, then go exploring, because there's lots to see. There's journal books to read that have a lot of great information. There's little maps here. Oh, that's gotta be the pods. Oh, the pod ages. I was just poking around those earlier today, going, what are these? Here's another Relto page. Oh, I like this one. That's a fun one. That's a fun one. But yeah, here we go. 4 linking books. Now, I'm not going to do those right now, because that's it. There's a marker. That's what we're after right now. That's our focus. But keep an eye out for linking books, because there's going to be some around. There's going to be fun journals to read if you're interested in learning more about the lore. Oh, the little blue line. This is the Great Zero. This is exactly what we're calibrating right there. Because if we open our key, coordinates are 0, 0, 0. Because it's going, no, we need to calibrate first, which is exactly what we're doing. Alright, so I'm essentially just kind of running all over the place, looking into every nook and cranny until we have 15 markers. And then, Then we have to go back to the Great Zero, turn them in, we find 15 more. The markers do share a pool. Yes, Callum, you're absolutely right. I'm just trying to have some of the super secret stuff for the red ones. Ooh, what's in here? Oh yeah! There's like a bar in here. Some of this stuff is really dark and hard to see, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're already halfway down here. I think there's only that one in this bar. I'm gonna come poke around in here a little bit anyways. Yeah. Nope. There's two. Awesome. No, don't do this again. Ah. Alright, fine. Make me log out and log back in. Sorry. It's being grumpy. It's being grumpy. That's okay. It saves your progress. It does put us back at relative, so we do have to go back into the knee. But now look, we have lovely little moons and stars. So pretty. Okay. Back to Denis, and we can just link right in. Yes, there are. You need 30 markers total for calibration. Thankfully, there are more than 30 to make our lives just a little bit easy. Because, you know, I know there are things I have not discovered in here, as much as I have tried to poke around. So we're already getting pretty close. Every nook and cranny. Every nook and cranny. Ferry docks. I could have sworn there used to be one here at the end of the docks, but I guess not. Yep. Is fly mode a thing here? I mean, obviously, normally you would not use fly mode, but you don't need it for this, but four more. Almost there. Oh yeah, and you're going to see more of these books with the little extra thingy on here. You can do that. We already have this one, but it will add another link to your Nexus. So you can if you go to the Nexus, you can link here rather than upstairs at the little arch thing. Three more. Actually, I'm gonna take a shortcut and go back upstairs. So, we've gone down there, we've gone down here. Gallery. This is kind of spoilery because this is for this has puzzle solutions for one of the ages. Fortunately, we don't have to do any of that for this entire thing. One more. Yeah, here's one of those book things. Okay, already have that one. Okay, so there's our first 15. We're halfway there. So we gotta link back to Relto. Turn these in at the grade 0. All the green lights disappear. Feeding the coordinates in, and now it's giving us red lights. Oh, good. There's a few more. Oh, yeah! We can get to the courtyard. I think we gotta do that through the Nexus, though. Right? Or is there a different one? Is that that's not Nexus. That is Nexus. Nexus, yeah, there's a Nexus. Okay. That's a cool little area to go into. Great. Yeah, this part's gonna be loud. I'm sorry. This is the great zero. That blue line we're seeing around is nice there. I turned it down in Mystery because that's just, I don't know, it's just, is there just the one? I think there's just the one marker here. Yeah, we can't actually go through here yet because we've only half calibrated. We didn't calibrate the other half. Alright, we're done. For that area. Huh? Oh, right! This button right here mutes the audio. That's right. Alright, we'll turn that back up. Oops, sorry. Okay. So, now time for oh goody times. Alright. These are the pillar ages. This one's gonna be a little smaller. So much. Let's do the one I despise first. This is Edergira. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, I don't think I've ever been here at nighttime. Boo, bah, humbug. I say this area. Sorry, I'm just cranky about it. Okay. We have to get through this first part to get to something called a borrow stone that will lead us to a super secret area of Zandy, which will have a marker. There won't be markers in any of these areas, but they will have little linking dots that have markers. That's what we need. Unfortunately, oh, come on! What is going on with my sideways mouse? Sideways movement is not working. This is really annoying. I've never had this issue. I've never had this issue. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Alright. Because I just did a sample playthrough yesterday on a brand new character just like this one, just to test the theory of, like, does this work? I don't rely on the mouse movement. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good to know. But the mouse is the only way I move. I rarely use the keyboard. God. This is not working. Oh, for the love of Pete. I'm gonna have to cut this out of the video when I do this on YouTube, because this is just annoying. Oh, I'm sorry. Normally, when you're walking around, yes. Like, using the... I guess I could do some of that. I'm just so accustomed, in general, when I'm gaming, to use mouse and keyboard. So when I'm not using the mouse to look around, that just feels very clunky to me. Gira is hazardous to your health. You could fall into lava. It's bad. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, I love this age. Oh, the little extra island thing. These are really not the but just flickering symbols and little glowing light things. And those are the collectible ones. Alright, so this leads to Eder Kira and help me out here. Eder Kira and Eder. What's this one? Mostly collectibles. Oh, that's fun. I thought that was a work skeleton. Yeah, okay. Eder Chemo, thank you. Yes, Eder Chemo. This is Eder Chemo. We are ignoring all of the journey pages, but in general, if you're playing through the regular story, these are the doors that will... You find the 7 journey cloths, and then you look for that door, and that's the general like story progression. But for right now, we are looking for a very specific borrow stone, which is all the way over... It's over here. Now this age is freaking gorgeous. There's weird brain-looking things, but otherwise, like, it's a garden age, and I really, really like it. Here we go. These are what we're looking for. These lovely little borrow stones are hidden around... Floaty statue, yes. They will lead to these little balconies. Now, normally, I would ignore these when I was playing through it regularly, because I was like, well, there's nothing here. Well, that's not entirely true. There are, somewhere, there it is. There's markers up here. Okay. That one's fine. The Relto page and Eder. See, that's my knowledge of Urus. I don't think I knew that there was a Relto page. Okay, that one's done. On to the next one. Unfortunately, we don't really need to do much with this one at all. This is Garrison where we got our key, but this is the regular, like how we would normally go in there, even though it plops you in the same exact spot. Okay. Please get your key, blah blah blah. Okay. We're gonna go in the same spot as if we were getting our key, except there's one little hidden borrow stone that we basically walked right by. In here. There it is. I might have to go poke around with marker. Here we go. We're 3. Only 12 more to go. You're right, Teledon does have one. No. Okay. 2 down. Tolesa, one of my favorite ages. This one's gorgeous. This is very linear. Unfortunately, we don't have to do any of the puzzles in this one to get to the borrow stone that we're looking for. I think it's this way. I don't remember if it's left or right. I love this area. It is beautifully done. Puzzles can be a giant pain in the neck, but it is beautifully done, and I really like it. Yep, there it is. This is probably the most spoilery of bits that we're gonna get in here. Yeah, and there's the gallery right down there. We were just running over there earlier. And the bridge. The bridge is right there. One more. Speaking of telephone, there's reasons there's more than 30 markers. What are we at? We're at 4. Oh, good. So... I think there's like 3 or 4 more in Bevan, and then the rest of them are going to need to run around more of regular Denis to find them. I was not expecting to have this many issues today. Don't scream, don't scream, don't scream. All right. That's pretty. There we go. Yep. That's just cheating. That's way out there. Alright. That's better. Only have more than 3. Jiminy Christmas. That was not going well. Okay, so we have a tune there. Okay. Out. Right here. Just looked right there. Okay, so we don't freeze on me. There we go. We have, what do we have? 7. Okay, we need 8. Feeling? There we go. I think we're halfway there. here's the bridge. Okay, I don't think there's another one here. Nope. Alright. That's where we left off. So there's this whole section we haven't explored yet. And then there's more that are hidden that might be harder to find. Goody! There's one, oh. There it is. Oh yeah, so here's one of the spots where you can actually say, a link has been added to your Nexus. Ta-da! Link has been added to your Nexus. Alrighty. So we can quickly, it's like a little bookmark. It doesn't work in your regular linking book, but you can access that with your, if you go through the Nexus. Linking books. Mintaka and Jalak. Yes. Those are some of the classic, must require multiple people to actually solve this puzzle things. With more journals. But we need that staircase. There we go. 5 left. We're at 10. We're almost there. Almost there. This is why I wanted to give folks time to do this like a month ahead of time. Because if you're doing this by yourself and you're not already familiar with this area, this can take a while. Because I found my most recent saved game, like online character, that I made after Cyan's Purge, but hadn't played in like, oh, I thought there was one over here. I hadn't played in like 7 years or something like that, and this is about where I left off. I had like 4 markers left of the red ones, and I got stuck. I couldn't figure out where they were, and so yeah, but this is what you have to do this part if you want to participate in custom marker missions. And we essentially started doing this because Mysterium was virtual last year, and oh no! Yes, that's where I'm going next, actually. Yeah, we got some feedback last year that folks wanted more interactive content, and we were really scratching our heads going, man, what can we do that, would really work? We were looking at like party games and trying to figure out like what are some virtual options. And I'm not sure whose light bulb went off, but it was essentially, wait, what if there was a multiplayer online like game that already existed? Oh wait, there already is one. Okay, I think it's nope. this to me. Don't make me... Don't... Oh, come on. Let's put down here then. Yes, there, that evil. And now we have to link back. Okay. There's that one. There's the descent. Oh, no, that's not where to go. Sorry. Descent. Okay, there might be another one at the bar, but I want to go to the descent first. What's this way? We did find one by the little safety thing up there. We did not come down. Oh, is this another little... No? This is one of those evil things. There's a hidden, super secret Borrowstone right here. This leads to the descent, or the Great Shaft. And there is a marker. Being so clunky. And one of these things. There it is, Jimmy Christmas. There we go. Okay. Little music thing going on there. This will give you a temporary flashlight on your key, but you can't leave with it. Dr. Watson! So supposedly Dr. Watson is the stranger from the original Myst series. The stranger is you. But like in Uru they had to make that person a character. So this is Dr. Watson's descent. Okay. Almost there. No, what am I doing? We have 2 left. I think about this. Where's evil ones? Another one about Johnson's office, but it's bugged out to all high heaven. We can't get up there. So... Oh, yeah. Gira rooftop link? No. Gira rooftop link. Okay. Yeah, we had to skip Teledon. It took 4 runs, and it was bugged all high heaven. I kept falling through the world, and it was awful. And the little fish tank thing was bugged, and so we just said, forget it, we're skipping it. We need 2 more. We're almost there. I don't think there's any more in the bar. I think there's only 2 here. Yeah. So Callum, you said Gira rooftop? What Gira rooftop are you talking about here? How do I get there? Because I need 2 more markers, and I am flummoxed as to where I'm going to find those. Gira has a borrow stone? I found one. Yeah. There's 2 markers in there? Wow. It's probably just be easier just to go through Gira again because I don't remember which rooftop that linked to. This is chemo. This is chemo. Gira has a borrow stone? Gira's the red book. I was not aware Gira had a. That's why I was going through Gira to get to chemo because I thought. Yeah, I thought chemo had the borrow. Gira had the borrow stone? See, this is. This is why Mysterium doesn't happen in Uru Live, because none of us know what we're doing. Oh, good gracious. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, man. Tell me I don't have to do puzzles. Okay, alright. There's a borrow stone. There's a borrow stone. Oh, yeah, that's right. These are warp skeletons. Little scully bony things. Fun. Outside. Oh good, I don't have to go through the puzzle from hell. Wow! Wow. Totally necessary. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Oh, this area! Ah! See, in my other character, I had this area already, like, marked, and I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember how to get up here. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can wear a. Yeah. You can wear a hat. All right, now somewhere in here. There's gonna be markers. Yep. There's one. Oh, we need one more. You said there's 2 up here? Oh. Really? It's floating out there in space, isn't it? Oh, good grief. Okay. That's done. Jiminy Christmas. Holy mackerel. Okay. I appreciate your help, man. Because clearly I am well versed in this, but hey. There we go, there we go, there we go. Calibrated key! Okay, folks. Kids, that's what you need to do. Right there. When you have this little plus sign, this means you can make your own little quests. Yeah, so that's what you're going to need to do. You want to get the green markers done, the red markers done, and then feel free to explore. The other thing you should probably do is... Let's see, buddies and buddy. Here. Bot. No. Bot. No. I you need the key number. Dang it. Okay. Now, got it. I need to go find my robot, which I have no idea where he currently is. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what you need to do to find your key, to get your key calibrated, so you can participate in custom marker missions for Mysterium. What a pain. That's the hard part. The hard part's done. And then you can feel free to explore, find more pages, find more collectible things. You can find more outfits. The little sparkly light things, this is where they appear. It's on here, so we found 2 of them. Right there. So, yeah, okay. Mysterium prep. Yes, we're doing a custom marker mission for Mysterium this year, and we've never done that before, so we figured it would be very prudent to show folks what they need to do to prep for that, because you have to have a calibrated key to be able to participate. And as you can probably tell, Mysterium folks aren't really very well versed in the ways of the Uru. So, yeah, thought it would be a good idea to do this. Anyway, once this is done, I will edit some things out of there and get this onto YouTube so that folks can watch it and we can prepare for Mysterium, and it'll be really fun. So, I'm going to turn off the stream. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a fabulous rest of your day.